What's going on? Y'all about to send this link out. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. You already know the drill. Bro, the signal has garbage all day. This shit is getting my nerves off that audio. Nothing more annoying than slow signal, especially when it's noticeably slow. But we're going to keep it pushing. Test, test, test. Let's see how we sounded. Let's do not like how we sound. So let me remember to speak into the mic. I'm telling y'all, members, y'all know, members are my proof. Members are my proof because we be on our Zoom calls and the mic be sounding flawless. I use the same exact mic for StreamYard. So I don't know if it's because I'm streaming live, like on YouTube, versus me just being on Zoom. Because the YouTube videos, YouTube and StreamYard be bugging out. I don't know what it is. It might be because I'm live streaming. Who knows? I Google stuff. I played with the frequencies. I tried a bunch of different mics. But y'all have had a similar issue, or y'all know, or have any tips or suggestions? I'm all ears. Let your boy know. You know what I'm saying? Let your boy know. Let your boy know. We're going to wait a couple more minutes, then we're going to break some stuff down. You already know the drill. It is, what today is? It's Wednesday, first day of the new month, second month into quarter two. We got a lot of news popping off today, just like yesterday. We got some holidays as well. We got Swiss franc holiday. Any Swiss people, let me know what's going on over there. We got some French holiday, a German holiday, and an Italian holiday. Who knows what's going on there? Let me know in the comments. And at 8:15, we got the infamous ADP. Going to be going live with the members during that. And then at about an hour and some change after that, we have at 9:45 another USD news event. Then 15 minutes after that, we got two more USD news events. And then we got FOMC at 2 o'clock. And then that's not it. At 30, we got another press conference for FOMC. Then at 4:15, we got Canadian news. We got a bunch of stuff popping out, a whole lot of red popping off, all New York session. And then last night, Tokyo session price just been consolidating and ranging for the most part. We're going to be looking for a GN buy. We're going to be breaking down GN. Like always, we're going to be breaking some stuff down in a second. You already know the drill. Make sure I like the live. Shout out to whoever liked the live before me. Somebody beat me to liking the live today. So shout out to who you are. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the first 5 people that like the live. Shout out to the next 5 people after I like the live. But the first 5 people, y'all some real ones. Appreciate y'all. But who beat me to the like button? That's the real question. Still in this GJ position. So those that was in yesterday's live stream, proof's in the pudding, right? The reason why I didn't show y'all this signal is because it's still active, so I'm just not going to show it. But we can see price been consolidated. Remember, I told y'all entered yesterday during the London session live. Y'all could have entered with me if y'all wanted to. If y'all did, y'all want to make some nice money. We would have caught a decent amount of pips. We caught about 60 pips on this yesterday. Still holding this, but as you can see, price just been consolidating literally all last night during the Tokyo session. GN, we had the New Zealand news. We're going to look for a possible buy setup here if price can break and hold this low, which we're going to be breaking down. But damn, I forgot to put my Telegram up. Let's do that really good. I forgot to pull that Telegram up. Okay, it popped up on the right side this time. Let me pull that Telegram up. All right. First link in the description. If y'all did watch the Sunday chart analysis, like I said yesterday, a lot of stuff started to go objective with the Sunday chart analysis as well as yesterday's live. Again, like I always say, videos on YouTube, the videos on Instagram and TikTok, which you can find at the bottom of the screen scrolling. All the videos I post, all the messages, I don't just post them for kicks and giggles. You're never gonna see me making small talk, talking about the weather or how I saw this, this cloud that looked like a dog with a hat on. Everything I post is to help y'all out. And y'all choose not to check it out, that's y'all's choice. But this video is literally 5 minutes long. There's no excuses. Y'all be on Netflix or on YouTube and stuff for way longer. I can watch a 5-minute long video. Y'all's yesterday's live as well. We broke down G and y'all's yesterday's live. G went exactly as projected. Now I missed the entry on here I was looking for because when we had the news, and again, if you haven't checked out my playlist on how to trade news, let me go ahead and drop that in the chat for y'all right now. I'll give you a second. Got a video dropping for y'all later on today as well, so be on the lookout for that. Let's go ahead and share this playlist. Let's see who we got in the chat. I see some messages. Let's see who we got in the chat. What's going on, Swavy? What's going on? What's going on, J-Rod? How you doing, my boy? Who we got in here? Garth. Let's get the likes up. Let them know, Garth. Appreciate that. All right, so just dropped the How to Trade News playlist in the chat again. And so when we look at yesterday, we had, okay, let's turn this ad off really quick. Oh, we can't skip this one. All right, get your money. We're just gonna mute you because yeah, okay. All right, back to business. Right. So yesterday we had news at 8:30. When we go to the 8:30 candlestick, right? Because again, we was looking for a buy here yesterday, right? This was London session. We was waiting for it just like on Monday. We was waiting for a buy setup here. Didn't do the move until later on during New York. Yes, on Monday, it didn't do the move until Tokyo session. But yesterday, the move didn't happen until after the news event. We go to the 8:30 candlestick, which is the candlestick right here. You can see that's when the volume kicked in. Again, look at all the candlesticks to the left of this candlestick. You can see a clear difference. You can see clear volume kicking in. Like we always talk about, volume is what helps us break these levels, right? You see when volume kicked in, that's when we broke these levels, right? Volume kicked in, that's when we broke this level, right? But when there's a lack of volume, price struggles to hold or go to the next level, right? Fails to go below or above, right? So after the news kicked in, that's when price broke the level. You see, as soon as this candlestick ended, the next candlestick price broke that level. We never saw a retest after that. So unless you just hopped in on this candlestick, which I don't really suggest, I always suggest wait for a retest. You missed that setup. Right? So then last night was looking for a GM buy setup. As we can see, price retraced, but did not hold as a support. So that's why we didn't enter, or I didn't call a signal for it. So now we're going to watch to see if price can not only break this level, but hold it. So if it can hold 1210, 1205 as support, we could look for buys going to 1280 and then possibly 1350, right? And yesterday's live stream was talking about how it was going for buys and how price was struggling to break this level and hold it as support. Well, guess what? Yesterday, that volume came in and broke that level. So now we can continue to respect 1130, 1135 support. We can see the uptrend continue to come back to play. So we're either going to look for a buy setup here or a price retraces here, which I'm not fully against either. Then we can look for a buy setup here as well. So if you haven't watched my video on how to identify the trend, I highly recommend that. I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. If I can find it really quick. Ooh. Yeah, the signal's it's not helping your boy out right now. The signal's really bad right now where I'm at. But we're gonna keep it pushing. Any thoughts on US30 going forward? Yeah, I got you. We can look at US30 really quick. let's get off the monthly. I was on that when I was looking up my crypto. Just dropped the Bitcoin update video on Monday too, by the way, so we should check that out. So looking at US30 right here, we got the bearish momentum coming back into play. So let's go ahead and retrace US30 steps, right? So again, literally since like October last year, that's when the uptrend began. We wrote a lot of this up, but it wasn't until we broke all-time highs that we kind of stopped entering buys on it. So as we can see here, price failed to hold this level as support and continue to uptrend. Instead of seeing higher highs, we saw a reversal going to lower lows. Then price hit the support level here where it fit. Whoops, I was trying to, what the heck is, that's not what I was trying to do. Right, so we see here price failed to break the support level and treat it as a resistance, which was required and is required to continue, which caused price to push back up. But then it hit this resistance level, which it failed to break as well, which caused price to do what? Push back down. And then when we zoom in, because I really want to try to pay attention to this, we can see here price rejected this level, came back down, still respecting the support level, which caused the wick right here. Smaller time frame, you can see this a lot better. All right, you see price respect this level as resistance, came back down to this level, respected that support, pushed back up, but did not break this resistance level and hold it back as support. And then with yesterday's news, it pushed price back down, so we're right back at the support level. So now let's go back into our marked up chart so we can talk about specifics. But we are looking for sales right now. So again, we have a bunch of news popping up, not just today, but the remainder of the week. But if price can break the support level at 37,740, 37,730, and treat that as resistance, we can look for continued sales going down to 37,500 and possibly 37,300. I really wouldn't look for buys unless price breaks back above 38,500 and starts treating that support. So we're going to be looking for sales. We even see a retracement back up to 37,970. But I would much rather wait for price to break below 37,740, 37,730 to look for sales. So if price can do that, we can see the downtrend continue and come into play. Now we're going to have to break this level of traffic to the left, which is what we see price struggle to break beforehand. This is the furthest price went, but as you can see, it failed to hold this level as resistance, which went back up. And again, when we look here, again, I always tell the members and students, you look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present, what could potentially happen in the future. But we're in reversal territory right now. And then again, I didn't even look at US30 yesterday. And you watch the Sunday chart now, so I didn't talk about US30 in there. So we're about to literally just look at this in real time. Wow, we're about to see what else. Let's go to the 8:30 candlestick. It's 11 o'clock. Looking right here, the 8:30 candlestick. What did that do? Brought the volume in. Prior to that, price was just chilling here. Very tiny candlesticks. Once the news came in, what did it do? It pushed price right back to my level. Again, no coincidences here. Then that support level got treated as resistance, and then continued to push down. So you could have caught a nice sell right there. But yeah, that's what I see going on with US30 today. Again, we have a bunch of news popping up today. During New York, we got news at 8. Well, that's yesterday. We got news at 8:15. Going to be going live with the members during this. Then we got news at 9:45, 10 a.m., and then we got news at 2 o'clock, 2:30. Then we also got 4:15 news for the Canadian pairs. So we got a bunch of stuff popping off today. So keep that in mind with our taking trades or holding trades. So GN is just broken back above this level. Why is this down there? I don't know what's going on. So we're about to see if this can hit this level as support. If it can, we're going to look for a buy setup right here. So I'm really just going to be still watching GJ. Then we're going to be watching GN. Then we're going to be looking at GU as well. So if y'all was in yesterday's live, I could have caught this gold sell as well. I didn't take this sell. This was the trade idea I had. I just here for visual representation. If y'all was watching gold, y'all could have caught this nice sell. Would have been a nice one. This reward. So now we're going to talk about what we see gold doing today. And I'm going to start paying attention to gold again now. And again, I literally was talking about we can see a lower low. Again, I don't got a crystal ball. I'm not inside trading. I don't got the banks or these people on speed dial. Is literally just like understanding how price works. Again, price is not just doing random stuff. There's little rules, script, and algorithm price follows. And that's why I teach the members just students. Of course, that's what I go over in the course and all that good stuff. So looking at gold, we have bearish momentum coming into play. We have clear lower low getting made right here. So we're going to be looking for sales. So we either see a retracement back up to 2,300, which again, if you watch yesterday's live, that's the level I was talking about we needed to break and hold as resistance, which we see price broke past. Let's see on a smaller time frame is being held as resistance. Look right here, it's being held as resistance. So we're either going to look for a retracement back to 2,300 to see if we hold as resistance, but we can then look for sales going back to 2276, 2278. And if it can break that level, then we see continued sales going to 2260. So that's what we're looking for on gold. And then we're going to be looking for sales on GU as well. I was also talking about this in live stream, how we have bullish momentum. But again, this is what I talk about in the course as well. And course members, make sure if y'all haven't, because I know a couple people just purchased one. I know someone purchased yesterday. I know someone purchased like a week or two ago. Make sure to go into the Telegram. I can't pull it up because that's gonna. I can't. It's literally gonna show y'all the stuff. Actually, let me see. Let me not make something. Let me double check real quick. I'm pretty sure it's gonna show the stuff. I can't really pull it up. Give me 1 second. Okay, hold on 1 second. How do I? Yeah, it's literally if I can't show all the. I'm trying to. Let me see. Because I'm not trying to unpin them because I have to like literally search and repin all this stuff. Hold on 1 second. 4 pin messages. Yeah, I can't show it, so I'll just read what they say. But members that's in the course Telegram that has a course, make sure to watch and read. Well, it's not really watching. Read the pin messages in the tab. Because it's not just the group chat link, and it's not just a link to send you to where the course is at. There's also the cheat sheet that goes over pairs that move the same and opposite, which is, again, I'm going to give one of them away because I did go over it yesterday's live. GU and gold is one of those. I'm not going to say which one it is, but that's one of the pairs that correlates. But there's also the other cheat sheet that tells you keep times to look for setups and enter trades. People ask all the time, you know, what's the time to open the charts to look for setups? The short answer is if the markets are open, your confirmations are met, you can take trades. I've literally taken trades as soon as the markets reopened. I've literally taken trades on Sunday before. And obviously, we trade all sessions, Tokyo, London, New York. So it doesn't really matter. Now, there are certain pairs that move better in certain what you call sessions, which I go over in the cheat sheets as well. But there are certain times that I've noticed from back testing, reviewing trades, reviewing charts over after the day ended, but there are certain times that volume does kick in. There are certain times and certain sessions where charts do certain moves. Not necessarily that at this time, this chart, this pair is always going to do a pump up or a pump down, but I do see certain things happen at certain times. So make sure to read those cheat sheets in the pin messages. So I just had an alert go off. So I think that was GN. Yeah, so GN is retesting this level. We got a new 5 minute about to pop up in 3 minutes. Got a new 15 about to pop up in 8 minutes. So anyways, talking about GU, again, we got the support level still being respected. So price is going to need to break this level at 24.55, 24.50, and hold this as resistance for see sales come back into play. They could set the support. Technically still have bulls momentum. Now I wouldn't look for a buy here. I'd much rather wait for the price to hold 25.40, 25.45 support if I'm going to go for a buy. And that's what we're looking at for GU. Oh my goodness. I promise y'all it's not my mic. It's the StreamYard, and then the signal's been trash the past, literally like, since like 10 o'clock. The signal's been garbage where I'm at. I don't know what's going on. I was just talking about the beginning of the live. I use the same mic, same Wi-Fi with the members during our sessions. I be listening to the playback on those Zoom calls, and my mic do not be sounding like this. So I don't know why YouTube StreamYard be bugging out. I don't know. But yeah, so we're about to wait and see if this can hold this level as support. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Just posted a few videos yesterday on them. Make sure to check those out. Make sure to sub to the YouTube channel as well. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today, so be on the lookout for that. Much appreciate things. So no problem, guys. You guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When we can charge, drop in the chat. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the 15-minute free Telegram. You see on your screen how we. That's not last month. That's how we did. This year's been flying by. What the hell? What is the month we're in? What month is it? May. How was it May already? How does it make any sense? But according to our calendar, it is May. That doesn't make sense. It was literally just like February. But anyways, so I'm going to tally that stuff up, and then probably in New York session, getting in New York, I'm gonna write the updated recap of how we did last month. We can tally it up real quick. I'm not gonna do the math. I tally it up. I mean, I'm literally just going to show y'all how we did last month and all that good stuff. I ain't even do all that math right now. We got GJ pushing back up as well. So we can talk about GJ also. Like I said, we're in the signal. Yesterday we hit TP7. We barely missed TP8, but we'll break that down in a second. Got some retracements going down. Yeah, I'm liking G in the idea though. So I'm going to go ahead and write this trade idea up. Those that just joined the stream, we have not entered this yet. This is just a trade idea. We have not entered this yet. New 5-minute just popped up. Make sure to like the live too, y'all. Can y'all tell I drank some coffee today? Well, not to, I guess today, tonight, whatever the case may be. I don't try to drink it too much. I try to take breaks in between. I take like a couple months break in between. Because when I used to work like my office jobs, even when I used to work like my graveyard shift jobs, I didn't really even drink coffee. Like I think that was the most I ever drank coffee. I still didn't drink coffee. They had like machines, but I really didn't drink it like that. But I still try not to drink it too much. Because like everybody I know that drinks coffee a lot, they always be talking about like how they don't drink it for like a certain amount of time. They be getting like headaches and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't even know coffee migraines. I don't even know that going on. Let me know in the chat if that's a real thing. Let me know if y'all do, whether y'all be my coffee drinkers. Let me know if that's a real thing. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking right here. Liking how this is looking. Those that's been here since the beginning of the live, y'all literally saw when price closed here, and this was a red candlestick, retested the low, and then you saw it now waking up and being a green candlestick. So as long as it doesn't break past a certain price point I have, I'm going to wait for this candlestick to close. But if it tries to break past that level, I will dump in right now. But I personally like to wait for the candlestick to close and a new one to pop up. But I already got the trader there written up just in case we do. What did I just exit out of? I feel like I exited out of something I shouldn't have. What did I just exit out? I feel like I exited out of something I shouldn't have. Oh well, we're gonna keep it pushing. I do like how this is looking. I did. How did I know I exited? I knew, but I didn't see. I was clicking too many tabs. I was like, I feel like I exited out of something wrong. I go back to StreamYard. Yeah, I took the screen off. My bad, y'all. Nothing changed though. I'm doing a bunch of things at once. That's all. Yeah, I'm liking this right here. Yeah, I appreciate J-Rock. Are you in any trades, Playmaker? Yes, I am in a trade right now. Me and the members. Well, I still am. The trade hasn't finished, so I'm assuming some people are still holding. But this was the GJ trade that we entered. What was it? Monday night going into Tuesday. We hit TP7. We're pushing back up now because after we hit TP7, price just kind of consolidated for the rest of the day, and then all last night we see some volume starting to kick in right now. But if you go to the first link in the description for Instagram, for Telegram, you'll see the recap of yesterday. But yeah, we took this GJ buy. TP7 got hit up 60-ish pips right now. Didn't hit the final TP yet. Here's a screenshot of the little position. Enter down here. Nice little buy to the upside. Broke this down in yesterday's live stream as well. Yeah, this is the only trade I'm in right now. Possible new trades is this GN one I'm looking at. Might enter this one. Like I said, I'm waiting for the 15 to end and looking for the next 15. And if I like what I see, we're going to jump into this for the next 15. But yeah, I'm only in one trade right now. Only in one trade right now. I really call Black Rise the best card. I might have to try it out. I definitely need to start going to the little fancy what you call it? I don't know if they're like coffee shops or y'all know what I'm talking about. Where they got like all those different. That's what I need to do. I need to start exploring that stuff. Because I am kind of picky with certain coffees. I don't like just anything and everything. Now tea, I'm a tea dude. Like that's why I be on heavy as well. I'm gonna start making my own tea to be for real, because some of them little tea packs got a bunch of filler stuff in there and a bunch of miscellaneous. I'm doing research on that. I just need to get that one machine so I can separate like all the stuff I put in there from the water and all that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do into it. I like how this is looking heavy. I kind of just looking right here. It did a retest. It didn't break that next level, so we're gonna go for what price we get right now. Let me type this over here. Let me start trying to type with one hand because that's just not gonna work. Like the way I wanted to. Shit. So I'm gonna flip through these chart quick, see what's going on. Kind of alerts. I need to put alert here too. This is here. And if I have trading view, y'all need the paid trading view to put alerts. I think you only get like 3 alerts with the free one, but I highly recommend using alerts. All right, so we're gonna let that thing retouch right there. I have to see green up for the members, so when my green light pops up, we'll jump in this. So right now we're gonna see if we can hold this level or it's gonna retrace a little bit more. Because I am a fan of retracements. I love retracements because that just gives us another opportunity to catch a bigger move. All right, let's just try to hold it up. You guys got any questions off in the chat? When looking at any charts off in the chat? Give me 1 second. I saw some messages pop up my peripheral. I'm gonna look at that in a second. Just type to the chart really quick because as I've been watching for y'all know how it goes. As we get into like teacher mode, start breaking stuff down. That's when the charts want to sneak up or sneak away, I should say. Yeah, so after rejecting this low, I was expecting tracing down like there, but since it wants to hold this level, not against that either. Not against that either. But I like how this is looking. You know, we see here, this was a buy we went for who knows when. We see how price struggled to break this level twice, even with the New Zealand news that day, it failed to break that level. Now the same exact level, resistance, support, right? You can say it all the time, strong resistance can be a strong support can be a strong resistance. Have not called playbook for no reason. Let them know. Let them know. Your psychology must be really, really good to be holding these. I took a trade today and closed early because my psychology needs work, bro. Like I said, like I haven't. That's like, you know, I didn't just start doing this. Like I've been you know, trading or learning how to trade for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like 20, I think it was like towards the end of 2019, 2020, when I started getting into day trading. And, you know, like a lot of people, I was just trying to make some money, this, that, and the third. Because prior to day trading, I used to do a lot of other things online. I still do a few things online, making money wise, that I still do now. I was making money online like since I graduated high school, because I almost went to college, but that didn't work out. So literally straight out of 18, straight out of high school, I just been working. And, you know, after like my second or third job, I've always had like different mindset as well, like a business mindset stuff. So after like my second, third job, I remember my first job, what was it? It was like Wendy's. It was Wendy's. Yeah, I hated it. They played my ass. Right? They played my ass. They said I was supposed to. My shift was supposed to be whatever to whatever, whenever Wendy's closed. But how they tricked me was like, oh, so I'm about to leave. And they're like, where are you going? I was like, my shift's over. It's like, oh no, you can't leave until after the whole kitchen's cleaned up. I said, well, why did you put my shift to end at this time? You want to stay 2 hours later? But that's not the point. The point of me even bringing that up was, I remember one day they were like cashing out the register, and the day, I think they made like 5 bands or something that day. And I was like, y'all made 5 bands? And that was just off that one shift. And then I started doing the math in my head, and I was like, yeah, fuck this shit. So then I got into stocks. I remember this was, you know, this was way back in the day, because this was like before New York, those that's in America, got legal for weed. Before weed was legal and recreational in New York. When I first heard the news, like 2 or 3 months before they were about to open up the dispensaries out there, I Googled the company or whatever. I forgot what I looked up. I looked up whoever or whatever stocks was going to be the name for those weed companies. And I bought those things before they went public, or before, you know, the dispensaries opened up. And after I turned like $1, $2 shares, and then like 2, 3 months later, those $1, $2 shares were like 70, 80 bucks. I was like, oh yeah, this is different. And then so when I found out about day trading, which was like a more aggressive way to do it, I was on it immediately. But like a lot of people, like I said, I wasn't actually taking it seriously. I didn't start taking it seriously until like towards the end of 2021, the beginning of 2022. So that's kind of when I started taking it seriously. And then I had to do with the psychology as well. And like I always talk about, a lot of the psychology or the struggles comes from not understanding what the fuck's going on, right? So I'm not gonna say this is what happened with you, but let me read what you said again. You were saying you what was it? You said, I took a trade today and closed early because my psychology needs help, right? So you closed the trade early. One, if you close the trade while you was green or you made some money, don't take it as a loss, right? But one of the biggest things I always tell members and students is don't let winner trades turn to losing trades. So if you believe that price was going to retrace, or if you did not know whether it was going to become a retracement or reject, or it was going to continue to push your direction, you did the right thing, right? Because you have to understand you're not going to be able to catch every pip in the market. And sometimes before that big move happens, it's going to retrace, right? And a perfect example of that is GJ, right? If y'all was in yesterday's live stream, I literally said how we entered this trade, I got wicked out and I re-entered. Why did I move my stop loss and close the trade early instead of hold the trade and then ride this wave back up? Because I saw, again, this is just from experience, that price was struggling to push up. So after I was already up a certain amount and I saw the price was struggling to even break those next levels, you have a choice to make, right? A, close the trade. B, move your stop loss and profit, secure some profits. Or C, hold to SL, the final TP gets hit, right? And a lot of times people choose C, but they're only thinking about the positive outcome or the positive consequence, and they're ignoring the negative outcome or the negative consequence, right? And the negative outcome is, okay, if I keep holding, my stop loss could get hit. I could lose all the money I have, or I'm up currently. Or the positive outcome is, if I keep holding, I could potentially make more money. But if you don't know for sure, or you're not confident that price can continue to push your way, there's nothing wrong with closing a trade early, securing profit. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that at all, because the ultimate goal is to grow your account. And it's more annoying, is a worse feeling to be up a certain amount and to let it all disappear versus being up a certain amount, getting wicked out, and then missing out on the full move, right? Because what happens a lot of times is, especially when you don't understand what you're looking at or why price did what it did, which is another thing, which is why I always say you want to review your trades. Because a lot of times you'll win a trade, you'll be happy, which is good to be happy, especially when you worked hard, did a bunch of back tests, put your time in, right? But you need to understand why it went your way. So, and I made a video on this, not on YouTube. I made a short video. I might make a longer video on it. But what really was the turning point for me, and I talked about it before, was when I lost over $30K a year just doing dumb shit, right? I used to work 2 jobs. And so how I had the jobs lined up, I was getting paid every week. So I was getting paid 1 week for one job, the next week I was getting paid the other week. I was getting a paycheck every week. And so every week I was putting money into my account or buying a new challenge. But why it was every week I was putting money into my account? Why every other week I was buying a new challenge? That's because man, if I go into my, I might actually have to make a video on this, because if I could show y'all, I'm not going to do it right now because of, all my personal information. But there's literally, let me see if I can find it right now. There was literally a point where I'd fail a challenge. I remember 1 week I failed maybe 3 challenges in 1 week. I bought a challenge, violated, bought a new challenge the same day I violated, then violated again. And I was doing that with funded accounts, as well as I was loading up my live accounts. And I was blowing my live accounts every other week. And then next thing I know, I start just, looking at my bank statements and, just reviewing my progress. And I realized I was throwing a bunch of money away and I was just doing dumb stuff. But the ultimate turning point for me was when I passed my first challenge and I was 1 week away from getting my payout. Long story short, I did dumb stuff, then violated. Okay, we don't care about your ad, so let's go ahead and mute you. We don't care. So then, after that happened, that's when I really locked in. I was like, I need to take this seriously. And I was like, I withdrew the rest of the money out of my personal account. And I was like, I'm not putting no more money into trading until I figure this out. And this is why I always tell people, when you're brand new to trading, Don't even worry about trying to make money. Don't even worry about trying to put money into your account. But when I tell people that, they don't want to listen. I'm like, look, I'm trying to stop you from learning the hard way like I did, because I thought the same thing you would think, right? Like, I remember one person, if you're watching, it is what it is. Don't take it offensive. They don't even know who you are. So, everything you feel, that's just internally on you, right? And I've had the same mindset. I remember one dude was messaging me, like, hey, man, I'm brand new trading, and, I just started practicing like a couple weeks ago, and, I'm interested in your signals. And I straight up told the person, I said, I would even buy my signals because you got a lot to learn before you take my signals, because you just found out about trading or started looking up stuff a week ago. I was like, I would even buy my signals. I was like, if you're trying to buy anything from me or invest your money into me or into my services, I rather recommend you do a one-on-one session, the course, or watch my videos on YouTube. And then they were like, oh, I watched a couple videos. I'm good. I was like, all right. Hey, I try to warn you, but I had that same mindset. But in the rush of trying to make money, end up losing a lot more money. Right? It's just a perfect example is, you ever was in a rush trying to do something, or you try to do some shortcuts, and then in the midst of you rushing and doing those shortcuts, what did you have to do? You had to backtrack, start over again. You made a mistake, you had to start over again. And by the time you had to start over and do it the right way, you thought in your head, damn, if I would have just did it this way to begin with, I would not be doing this right now. I'd be doing something, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with trading, right? Because you cannot make money effectively, efficiently, or even trade effectively or efficiently if you don't understand how to read the charts, you don't have a trading plan in place, and you don't have discipline. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that is an issue psychologically, or when people talk about trading psychology and all that stuff, a lot of it comes from anxiety and not understanding what the fuck's going on. Because think about it. If I got $100 on the line, $500 on the line, $1,000 on the line, whatever, $10, doesn't matter. If I got my hard-earned money on the line, I see a red number on my screen, I'm in drawdown. I go on the charts. It looks like fucking scribble scrabble, but I know I'm potentially about to lose some money. I'd be stressed too, right? Because I don't know what the hell's going on, right? If I took a trade and I lost money and price hit my stop loss, and I don't know why I hit my stop loss, all I know is I lost my 5th trade in a row, I'd be upset too, right? So that's why I always, again, all my explanations, again, no indicators. I don't even try to use like these lingo that's in the trading space. I try to keep it super simple, and it's because of that. Because trading is a lot simpler than people make it seem. It's very, 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 very simple, right? But the reason why I'm able to, again, like re-enter, have confidence to hold the trade, even through the consolidation, is because, again, I've seen this happen before, right? Again, price doesn't just come up with new random things on a daily basis. Do the same stuff literally every single week, every single day, right? A perfect example. Let's pull up. I mean, we can literally look at these levels right here, right? If price was random or hard to understand, there's no way that we could have these same reactions. God damn, y'all getting paid today. This is like the 10th ad. Usually, and this is the same playlist. Usually they don't be playing ads, but it's all good. Right? Like when we bar replay this and look at this, there's no way that we can continuously have the same reactions over and over and over again, even right here, if there wasn't some rules or algorithm, right? So after I was like, okay, I'm done with trying to trade and make money, I said, I need to figure this stuff out. And then so what I did was I sat down and wrote down a list of things that I needed to figure out. And the first thing on my list was the charts, right? Because we make money based on the charts, we lose money based on the charts, we enter trades based on the charts, and you should exit trades based on the charts. But if you don't understand what's happening on the charts, that's going to make your task a lot more difficult. You see what I'm saying? Again, we see the price bouncing over and over again on this level. You can't tell me that price just keeps on reacting to these levels the same way out of coincidence, or the bears are just perfectly knowing when to enter, or the bulls just know when to perfectly. That's not how it works, right? We don't move the markets. We don't control the markets. It doesn't matter if I have 1,000 people taking my signals at the same time, or 100 people. It doesn't matter, right? So the first thing you got to understand is how to read the charts. Once you understand how to read the charts, everything else becomes a lot simpler and easier. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take time. Now, my videos on YouTube is going to help your time in half, and of course, my courses is going to help cut your time. Well, let me not say in half, but it's going to cut it down a lot quicker, right? Because again, it took me a while because I was literally figuring this out on my own. But even when I was figuring this out on my own, literally, I figured out how to read the charts when I took it serious. Like, again, I wasn't taking it serious back then. I was just literally shooting darts in the dark. Literally, I was just doing stuff, which is why I kept counts every week and failing 3 challenges in 1 week, that's crazy, right? 3 challenges in 1 week. That's failing 3 phase 1s in 1 week. That's craziness, right? But I was doing that. Why? Because again, I would just blow an account or fail a challenge, refill up my account, buy a new challenge, and then just like a lot of people do, continue to make the same mistakes over and over again, right? One of the biggest things I hear, with the students or even the live streams where people asking questions is like, my issue is this, my problem is this, or this is the mistake I keep on making, this is what I'm struggling with, this is what I need to learn. Okay, well, you just figured out or identified the issue is. So then the next step is easy. Well, let me not say easy, it's simple, but a lot of people don't do, which is just to fix that issue, right? Again, I didn't know how to read the charts, so I figured it out. And how I figured it out was I literally just stared at the charts, right? And then eventually, after staring at the chart, I think it was like after the first week of staring at the charts, I started to have like deja vu moments. So I was like, wait, I've seen this before. Then one thing led to another. We went bam, put lines on my screen. Here we are now, right? So then that was literally after I failed that last challenge, I said I'm gonna start taking this seriously. It took like 2 or 3 months for me to figure out how to read the charts, as well as get my trading plan together, figure out how to count pips, how to calculate my lot size, this, that, and the third. And members, if you're in the group chat, click the pinned message. If you're a member and not in the group, click the pinned messages in the advanced place to room. Or if you're in the course channel, click the pinned messages in the course channel. Join the group chat. There's a pinned video in the group chat that shows you how to calculate your lot size. Make sure to watch that video. It's like 3 minutes long. So after I figured that out, then I literally took 2 months, 2.5 months, 3 months practicing it on a demo account. And after I saw, again, this is the important part. I didn't just take one winning trade on my demo and then switch to a live account. I literally practiced and took multiple trades on the demo for multiple months. And after I was consistently winning trades, consistently closing trades blue and green, that's when I hit the gear button, the settings button, and switched from demo to a personal. And then from there, nothing changed. Why did nothing change? Because the demo is literally the exact same as the live account. What people mess up at is they don't treat the demo the same. Like, there's literally videos online by these big ass traders that'll tell you not to trade on a demo account. They're like, a demo account's a waste of time. It's not the same as a live account. Why is it not the same as a live account? Because you're not treating it like a live account. What do most people do when they get a demo account? Obviously, you can't get a demo account for $100. It's going to be like 1,000, 5,000, 10K, 50K, right? So of course, it's going to be a larger amount than most people are planning to have in their broker, right? But with that large amount, what do people start doing? They start dicking around, start putting 10 lots when they know damn well they're not going to ever put a 10 lot on a personal account anytime soon. They start doing crazy lot sizes. They're not practicing the secure profits. They're not practicing closing trades early. They're not, reviewing trades. So of course, if I just dicked around for a week or 2 or a month on a demo account and then go into a live account, all that time I wasted, all those bad habits I built are going to transfer onto the live account. And that's why the opposite happened with me. I instilled good habits. I literally was practicing lot sizes that I already knew I was going to be putting on my personal and on the funded accounts I planned on passing. So after I practiced for those 2 or 3 months on a demo, putting lot sizes that I had planned to use on my personal and prop firm accounts, all I had to do was do that on the prop firms and my personal accounts, and the same results popped up onto my live accounts. You get what I'm saying? And then like maybe 2 months, 3 months after that, that's when I started posting online, because again, you know, it's just like any genre of space. When you have knowledge about something, you can tell when people are just BSing online, and there's a lot of people online BSing, right? That's why you hear people say the same stuff, right? And it's not just about trading. Think of any niche, any group on social media, all these different groups or niches and spaces. If you hear all these people say the same shit, they're either all right or they're all wrong. And most of the time, they're all wrong, right? Like most of these people, they all say the same stuff. They don't say anything different. They all say the same stuff. And that's a huge red flag when people can't, like, that's like they're basically all the same person. You gotta have your own personality, but you're literally saying the same stuff word for word, bar for bar. You're either copying the next person or you don't know what you're talking about, right? So I remember this big trader that said the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, bro. And it was so dumb. Let me tell you what this person said. I had to block the dude. Because I was so irritated with this stuff. And I made the mistake of forgetting how the algorithm works. I commented on the dude's page, and the next thing I know, I see his stuff everywhere. People was calling me a hater because I said something about what he said. He basically said, he was like, man, I just lost the trade. So since I lost this trade, no, this is what he said first. He was like, I took a trade that I didn't have that much confidence in. So since I didn't have that much confidence in it, I risked less than I normally would. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Why would you take a trade that you're not confident in? You should never take a trade you're not confident in. Every trade I take, I believe 100% in my mind that I'm going to make money on. Like, I never take a trade that I doubt or don't believe it's going to go my way. That makes no sense, right? That's why so many people think trading is gambling. It's like, no. You hear me say it all the time. Trading isn't gambling. You're just gambling. Trading isn't risky. You're just being risky. You feel me? So after he said that, then he said, I lost the trade. Well, of course you lost the trade if you didn't even believe in it to begin with. Like, you probably, you know, so you just did a dumb shit, right? So then he was like, but then I took a trade that I had confidence in, so then I risked twice as much as I did on the original trade. And then you wonder why people are blowing accounts and over leveraging, because they're listening to these people because they got a bunch of followers, or because they flex prop money, or they flex sports cars, Airbnbs, whatever the case may be. People think, oh, they must know what they're talking about, right? And then so I was like, I started me commenting on these people's pages talking about how they're wrong or lying. Like this other dude I saw, this is another big trader I saw. He was flexing how he made like $40,000 in one trade, right, or 30K. And someone was like, okay, well, since you're showing your profits, why don't you show your losses? Let me tell you what this dude said. He said, you see where it says P&L? That means that's my profit and losses combined. I said, that is not what they're asking. They're asking to show how much you lost on a losing trade. That is not what the P&L is going to show you. But everybody ate that shit up. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Well, how much for your course? Okay, 2,000. Okay, I'll pay 2,000 for your course. Okay. So so there's a lot of nonsense going on, right? So that's why I started the playbook, because after I figured this stuff out, I realized it's a lot simpler than a lot of people make it seem, and a lot of people online are just full of shit, right? So that's why I started the playbook, and then here we are now 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, the psychology is only going to improve over time, but it's not going to improve unless you improve and you start taking trading seriously, right? Because think about it. If you're just going through the motions and you're half-assing, but you're not actually like putting in an effort to improve or learn from your mistakes on a daily and weekly basis, then you can't be shocked or surprised if you're in the same exact position, or your progress hasn't improved last week, last month, last quarter last year, when you haven't changed anything you've been doing or how you've been approaching the markets and charts since last week, last month, last quarter, last year. You get what I'm saying? A lot of psychology stuff comes from the charts. Once you understand how the charts work, a lot of that stress comes out the way. Because again, you understand what's going on. Whether you're in drawdown or in profit, you understand what's going on. Right? That's why I can talk about winning trades, losing trades the exact same way. Obviously, I might sound a little bit more excited over winning trades because I made some money. But even when we lose trades, you don't hear me sounding down in the dumps or making a bunch of excuses. I explain what happened, and we keep it pushing, right? Because again, when you understand why a trade went your way, it didn't go your way, then you know what to do or what not to do the next trade, and the next trade, and the next trade. Like literally, when it comes to trading, if you are trying, you only get better over time. You only get better over time. Well, let me cut you to the chat because I just did a bunch of rambling. But while I've been rambling, make sure to like the live. As we can see here, that's why I waited for the candlestick to close and a new one to form. Because imagine who would have entered right here. Our stop loss would not have gotten hit, but we'd be on drawdown right now. We could have got a better position here. If price shows the next 15 to try to push up the respective level of support. You get what I'm saying? Let me cut you to the chat. You guys got any questions up in the chat? We're looking at the charts up in the chat. We see here price still respecting this level of support. We got a new hour and 15 up a second, but let's see what that's looking like. God damn, what's going on? This is the same video I play all the time. So they must have just put ads on, or YouTube said, let me get paid. Because I remember before even I got monetized, they started, like right before I got monetized, YouTube started putting ads on my stuff. I wasn't getting money from it. So YouTube do be doing that sometimes, but we're just going to skip that, keep it pushing. So let me catch you to the chat. That's true, you have a point. So that means you were trading a different strategy back then. Yeah, I was, when I first started trading, I was doing something completely different. What did I lose money so much? When I started, my friend gave me an MA strategy. I literally can't see anything on my chart, and he told me to buy when it's up 20. Yeah, the MA thing is like one of the biggest things people bring up. Like this right here, I don't use it obviously. The reason why I didn't delete it is because when I was first learning how to trade, I bought that shit from some dude, and yeah, I don't use it anymore because of BS. Indicators are BS. Indicators are always going to be late to the party, especially when you use them on smaller time frames. If y'all, I'm not gonna say that. Indicators are to be used as an extra confirmation. It should not be used as the confirmation, and it should not be used as your signal to enter a trade. That's why people get fucked up, especially when y'all be using them on these small time frames, like the 1 minute, 15-second chart, 2-minute chart. Indicators are not you. They're not meant for that. Lost all my money. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't use indicators. That's why I used to use indicators. My shit used to be all marked up too. Like I used to have all this stuff. I used to have not this. What? I probably did have this. I mean, I used to have all this stuff up, and you know, I used to have all. I think I had maybe like one more thing. I used to use the fibonacci. I used to use all this stuff, and now I understand how it correlates. But it wasn't until after I learned how to read the charts I understand if I wanted to how to use indicators. So I wanted to use indicators a lot properly now. Like when I first, before I got to where I'm at, yeah, I used to combine what I learned with the indicators. That's how I learned how to use them properly. But then after again, just back testing, reviewing my trades, I realized I don't even need them anymore, and that they're always going to already and not as accurate. So I don't use them anymore. I used to lose a lot of money off the indicators and Fibonacci and all that stuff as well. Because again, like I say, I talked about this in my video on how to read candlesticks. Let me drop that in the chat. If y'all not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because we're dropping some actual game like always in here. We're not just just on the nonsense over here. We actually be teaching over here. I have no issue going in depth and detail on live streams because I know people ain't gonna watch these lives anyways. And that's why I always shout out to people that do watch the lives and like them because, you know what I'm saying? This is where you actually learn. These are people that actually want to learn to be watching the live streams. That's why people be getting upset when I be like, hey, If y'all didn't watch the live of the Sunday chart analysis, you missed all the A, B, and C. But hey, that ain't my problem. Let me see what else you said here. You don't understand how to count pips? I got you. I got a video on how to count pips. Oh, I got a video for almost everything. Got you. And this is for everyone else that doesn't know how to count pips either. I'm making it easy for y'all, so y'all have to do what I had to do, which was literally pull out a calculator, experiment, and figure this stuff out. All right, so I did all the hard work for y'all. So go ahead and drop this. And this goes over how to count pips on indices, so US30 NAS100, as well as gold, as well as FOREX pairs. So make sure to watch that video I just dropped in there. This is how to count pips. Yeah, most people, yeah, exactly. They're not, right? And that's why they charge so much. They make their money off, like, they make their money off all the people that pay for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And realistically, they don't even need a trade. Like, these motherfuckers, they'll have like 2,000 people paying them monthly. And if they're charging like $150 a month, and they got 2,000 people paying them monthly, they're making $300K a year just off subscriptions. So it's like, they don't even got to trade, you know, and the lifestyle they promote and flex. You can, if I'm making $300K a year, I can live that lifestyle without trading. You know what I'm saying? So the lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff going on. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, make sure to check that video out. That's on how to count pips. Again, for those that joined late, we got a bunch of news popping up later on. At the beginning of New York, we'll be going live with the members in a few hours during ADP. So members, be on the lookout for that link. Then at 9:45, we got another USD news event. At 10 o'clock, we got another one. Then at 2 o'clock, we got FOMC. Then at 2:30, we got another FOMC. We got a bunch of stuff popping off today. But yeah, price just chilling. Price might try to do something right before the news, or might just wait till the news to pop off and do some stuff. So as you can see here, price has just still been chilling here. It's tire stream. We're just kind of that price. Just consolidating and chilling right now. Let me bring this alert down. Just make sure it still breaks this level. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Y'all join the free center free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last quarter and March. We're going to be posting how we did last month, April, later on today. That's a little too high for my liking. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that. Oh, that's the button too. That's alert. You create a good strategy and it's working. Your investment. Yeah, so that's because it's a lot more precise, right? Because when you see people do supply, demand, support, resistance strategies, they kind of generalize the area and they put a big ass box or rectangle. What I do is I identify the actual, of course, the support resistance levels everywhere. Like I could have 1,000 lines, but I mark off like the most relevant ones for what I'm looking for. And that's why they're so precise, right? Because again, like literally, you see time and time again how price reacts to these levels. Time and time again. Whoops. Yeah, we're still gonna be on the charts though. What's your thoughts on ICT concepts? Because I'll try the worst strategy. It's another thing that's overhyped. It's another thing that's overhyped. I haven't looked into it myself because I didn't hear about that stuff. I didn't hear about that dude and that stuff until I started posting trading content. But everybody be talking about it. But you know, I don't really be seeing too many people actually too successful for it. Only things I see people do in that space is promote him, or they're trying to gain a following. So what a lot of people do as well is, which is kind of smart, they'll get a huge following from people following and subscribing to their journey, quote unquote, of learning how to quote unquote trade. And then as they're learning how to trade, people will pay them. It makes no sense to me. Like it really don't make no sense. Like, get your money, but in my head it doesn't make sense. Like, these people will post literally, I'm learning how to trade. This is day 10 of me learning how to trade. I'm watching this dude, trying to figure it out. I lost today. I won this trade today. And then there'll be like 100 comments. People like, oh, do you have a Discord, man? Do you do signals? I'm like, this dude literally just told you his first month trading, and you're trying to buy his signal. That doesn't make any sense. But I never see people actually, like, I've never seen his page. I only hear his videos, and I only see people promote his videos, or people talking about they're trying to learn his stuff, or people talk about how his stuff's good, but I never seen people actually be like, hey, I made money from him, or I made money off of his stuff. But again, I never looked into it, so I don't know what his details are or how he trades. But literally all the videos I've seen have not been people actually trading or making money with this stuff. It's just literally them posting to watch his videos, or people again documenting their journey of learning how to trade, and is watching his videos. And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. But I think he has like over like 1 million subscribers or something. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. That's all I can really say. Like I said, I don't know how his strategy is, so I can't say too much on that. I want to talk about what I've seen. That dude's a fraud. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people be posting fake screenshots and stuff. Because when you really think about it, even like if you're a business, or even if you got your taxes down pat, it never really made sense to me to show, like, maybe like once in a blue moon, or the people that like every day, like every single day, show profits. That shit don't make sense to me, because it's like, why would you want everybody in your business? Like, that's like me. Like, I don't want like let me ask y'all, like y'all don't be going about in y'all's regular day like, oh man, I just got paid X amount today, or I got X amount in my bank account. Let me show you my bank account. Like, people don't really do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then like when people show that, it's always like either like the fake MT4 screenshots, or it'd be those fake screenshots of people like, oh, this is, those budget circles, and people just eat that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's kind of like what I had it like before. I had like the following I had now, like when I was brand new to trading. I kind of had to deal with that a little bit. Like, people was like, I had to break down the charts down to the science, to the T. This was before my main TikTok got banned. I believe some traders banned me because there was people that had like check marks, 50K, 100K followers, and they'd be in my stuff, talking shit in my comments, but they're following me. I'm like, how do you have your own community, but you're following me and in my community? That doesn't make any sense. I was getting reported left and right, and I eventually got banned. Like, I remember the final straw was like, I got violated and banned. Talk about smoking tobacco use. I don't post any videos of me high, smoking, blunt, joint, cigar in my mouth, in the background, like I just took a hit, but somehow I'm getting reported for tobacco use and all this crazy stuff. But I don't know, man. It is what it is. But when I was first teaching, I'd break down the charts to the T, to the science, and people would be like, screw all that. Show us your withdrawal history, or show us your monthly, whatever the case may be. I just be like, bro, people don't do that in real life. Y'all gotta get off the internet. Like, it's just like when you be online, people like say the same talking points, and you can tell they're just chronically online, and they don't actually, like, they haven't had sunlight hit their skin in like 3 months. It's like, you guys gotta go outside, experience the real world. Remember what grass smells like and feels like. Remember what dirt tastes like. I don't know, drink a smoothie. I don't know what. A lot of people just be on the internet too much. Right? Just like celebrities. Like I used to live in Atlanta. And let me tell you, rappers, these influencers, IG models, all these people, I met a lot of them in real life. They do not live how they be portraying. I promise y'all. They do not be living how they be portraying. It's all like a lot of stuff on social media is just it's acting. It's a lot of acting and performing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that. That's why I just try to keep it authentic and straightforward. But like I said, like there ain't nobody else that will deny money. You know what I'm saying? Like I deny money every day. I could finesse so many people. I tell so many people like, hey, I would even get my stuff right now. Well, I do this, I'll do that. Or I push them to my free content on YouTube. There's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's also why I'm not charging arm and leg for my stuff either, because if y'all, because think about it, like these people be charging like 300 a month for stuff, 1,000, 2 bands, 5 bands for a course, and it's like you don't even know, you don't even have a guarantee that you're going to be successful, or if trading's even for you, and then the return your investment is going to take a long ass time. Versus my stuff, the reason why so many people consistently stay is because of the return on investment. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you have like $100 account, most people are going to make $100 by the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, new 15 just popped up. Shout out! I'm gonna cut you to the chat. Shout out everybody in the live. Shout out everybody that's been watching since the beginning. Shout out everybody that's been here since y'all joined. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube. We don't just live stream every day, but we post weekly content as well. Make sure to check out the playlist. The playlists are up to date. I got a new video dropping for y'all later on today, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal for Telegram. The chat's been real active. I didn't even pull up the Telegram. Shout out to the chat today. I've been noticing Mondays and Tuesdays, a lot of y'all be slacking. Some of y'all, the people that be here all the time, y'all know what I mean. But I be noticing Mondays and Tuesdays, y'all be sleep still, or y'all be wanting to get some extra Z's in before y'all go to work or something. I've been noticing like Wednesday, Thursday, the chat be a lot more active. But so yeah, I'm gonna be posting the recap of how we ended April later on today. So I'm gonna look out for that. But this is how we did last week. Last week we went 3-2, giving us 60% win rate. The week before that we went 4-1, giving us an 80% win rate. We're just gonna mute this. We'll have to wrap this up anyways. Week before that we went 4-1, it was an 80% 47,291 pips. The week before that, we went 6-0, giving us a 100% win rate, caught 263 pips. And then we're going to add all the miscellaneous days here up later. This is how we did last quarter, though. So this is how we ended quarter one. January, we went 20-0, catching 37,620 pips. February, we went 17-1, catching 24,403 pips. Then March, we went 16-3, catching 49,783 pips. Ended the quarter 53-4, giving us a 93% win rate. We caught a total of 111,806 pips. You can see this by scrolling to April 4th. You click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of the year, where you can also see how we ended last year, quarter four. Went 32-5 October, 22-1 November, 22-1 again December. Caught 157,608 pips October, 58,068 in November, 24,481 in December. And in quarter four last year, 76-7, giving us a 96% win rate. Catching a total of 240,157 pips. All wins and losses are posted. Do the recap the day at the end of every day. Do recap the week at the end of every week. Recap the month at the end of every month. You can see screenshots of signals, screenshots of the trades itself. Look at that beautiful drop right there. You can see, student results, testimonials. At the beginning of every week, we drop the Sunday chart analysis, going over what I see price doing, not just Sunday going into Monday, but what I see price doing throughout the entire week. If you watch the Sunday chart analysis, you can see a lot of stuff starting to go as projected. The markets are waking up slightly. And then if you go right here to photos, there's over 1,000 photos of receipts on receipts on receipts from, again, screenshots of signals, screenshots of positions I actually took, student results, testimonials, all that good stuff. Y'all can check and explore all that. I'll go through a few of them just for the people watching the playback. Right, here's one. The boy made 5 bands in one day. There's another screenshot of a trade I took. That must have been from last week or something like that. me see if I can find a couple more before we hop off out of here. Here's one, my boy, right here, passed a challenge. Well, that's phase one, but he ended up passing the challenge. Another person passed the challenge. Y'all, your ass be winning like a motherfucker. I thought you were bullshit. You're for real. Already showed that one. Overseas. And like I said, we've been doing this for a while. This ain't nothing we just started. You go to this pinned message. This is not how much the playbook is anymore. I just never changed this, so y'all can easily scroll up to the beginning when the playbook got created. As you can see, scroll. Started May 2022. And you can see we've been doing this thing for about to be 2 years straight, just consistently averaging high 80, high 90% win rates, all that good stuff. So make sure to explore the Telegram, first link in the description. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_weight, TikTok's _playmakerweight_. Post daily on both pages. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can message me on Instagram or Telegram. I respond to all messages. And yeah, we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST. And the members, like I said, we're going to be going live for the ADP news, so be on the lookout for that link in a few hours. Going to be watching GN. Might take this trade. If it takes a little long, if it takes a little too long, I'm going to just wait till after the 15 news event. But we're still going to be watching that. GJ still slowly pushing this thing. Make sure to have your SL and profit on GJ if it's not already. And yeah, we're going to be chilling. It's going to be interesting new month started today. Let me catch you to this chat really quick. Like, yeah, literally, I'm telling you, Atlanta, bro. Same thing with LA. I used to live in Cali for almost 3 years, and it's the same thing in Cali. Cali might be worse than Atlanta, actually. Now, I'm not talking about like Cali is nice to visit, and I like the area and stuff like that. I'm talking about like the people, not everybody. I'm talking about like, you know, the celebrity, influencer space, all that other stuff. Like it might be worse than Atlanta. But if you're gonna go to Cali, just know they charge for everything out there. I remember my first time in Cali. This was when I visited. This was before I moved out there, because I visited before I moved out there. I went to the gas station and I bought like maybe like 5 or 6 things, and I bring them all to the register. You know, I give it to old boy back there, and then, you know, I pay. He's like, "All right, have a good one." And I look at him like he's crazy. I'm like, "Can I get a bag?" And then he was like, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be 20 cents." I looked at him like he was crazy. I said, "You gonna charge me 20 cents?" I started to press them, and the people behind me started laughing. I'm like, "What's funny?" They're like, "You must not be from out here." I'm like, "No." They're like, "No, that's like a thing out here." So they charge everywhere, even the Chipotle. If you do not order online or DoorDash, you have to pay like 10 cents to get a fucking Chipotle bag. It's craziness out there. But the views, the scenery is amazing. I'm definitely going to go back out there this year too. But yeah, man, that's enough of that. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, cool. Yeah, we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST. Be having y'all's bells and notice on for that video I got dropping for y'all later on today.